Hello, I'm with Elizabeth Placencia today, a leader here in Santa Barbara, California. What is your role and how long have you been in the position that you are in?
Hi, I've been working at SenCal Health. It's a local agency here in Santa Barbara County that manages the Medi-Cal, and I currently am the Enhanced Care Management Manager. Have been in my role for about 2 years. What I do is I am a manager for the program, which is a state developed program that helps with our lowest community populations to help them with their needs. And so I am assisting our members and our staff to achieve their goals.
That's amazing. What is your greatest career achievement in that role, and why do you consider this achievement to have been so impactful?
Being a new program in the community brings up a lot of challenges. First is basically understanding what the program is about. This program was developed by the state, so first it was understanding, the requirements, the guidelines, everything that the state is wanting to implement, and how here at SenCal Health we're going to develop and implement these guidelines that the state is requesting. So I think the greatest challenge was understanding, everything that the state is wanting to implement. As I mentioned, it is a program that assists the most vulnerable populations in our community. And so, developing this program was challenging. The fact that we had to develop a lot of forms that needed to be used because we contract with outside agencies that provide the case management to these members. And so some of the forms included referral forms, enrollment forms, what type of documentation we are looking for so that they can assess and develop care plans for these members. So we definitely, had a lot of challenges, developing this program.
Sure. And then, are you guys the only program in Santa Barbara that does this?
Currently, we are. There is enhanced care management with our neighboring counties, which is Ventura County, but we right now are serving Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo County.
Oh, nice. Amazing. And number three, consider one significant challenge you previously faced in your role. How did you handle it, and what was the outcome?
So I think the biggest challenge with the new program was hiring staff. We definitely started with this program with just, very minimal staff. And so as we became a larger program, we were hiring and we needed to hire more staff. So that was a big challenge, not being fully staffed. The next challenge I think would be training the staff. Once we hire staff, training the staff has been very challenging so that they can, understand also the guidelines and policies that are required from the state and how to implement those. The other challenge that I think that we're also faced was the constant changes that were also voiced to us from the state. As a new program, some things might work, some things might not. So there's always changes that are, considered when, a new program is developed. So we always got, our messages that, we now have to change it and do it this way versus that way. So it took a lot of, patience and time to change our policies and workflows that we currently had so that we can court collaborate and be compliant with the state guidelines.
Sure. And how big is your team now?
Right now we have 27 staff members. Half of staff is nurses and social workers, and we also have assistants that are helping our team to basically carry on the requirements of our daily task, which includes review of authorizations, collaborating with our providers who are doing our case management services and who are in contact with our members. So yes, we currently have 27 employees in our team.
Nice. And how's everyone get along? How's the relationships between everybody?
Everybody's doing really well. I'm really glad to have a really hardworking team. Everybody works well, communicates well. And I think that the best part is that everyone has a very compassionate for what they do. They love to help others, and it shows in the work because when they talk to each other and with providers, they're very compassionate, and that's what we look for, is to have compassionate employees that really care about what their work and who they're impacting in the community. So I'm really glad to have a really professional and compassionate team.
For sure. When you're hiring somebody, what's the number one thing you look for?
I think, like I mentioned, compassion, hardworking, somebody who has a really good work ethic, and who has some experience, in the healthcare field to understand the populations that we work for. We work, with populations that are homeless, people who have behavioral health, substance abuse. So understanding that type of population is important. And even if they have a minimal experience, somebody who is eager to learn and who is a fast learner would be an ideal candidate.
That's amazing. Leads me on to number 4. What was the mission, vision, and strategy of the organization, and how were they accomplished?
Our mission here at SenCal Health is to improve the health and well-being of the communities we serve by providing access to high-quality health services along with education and outreach for our members. So our vision here at SenCal Health is to be a trusted leader in advancing health equity so that our communities thrive to achieve optimal health together. And so enhanced care management program really helps to improve the health and well-being of our members in every contact to help achieve their needs, whether it be big or small. We know our contact with our members may be in person or by phone. And so we really strive to understand what the needs of the members are and try to achieve them to the most extent as possible. We help to also coordinate their appointments. We provide transportation to our members and collaborate with our providers, which includes doctors and specialists, so that the member gets the care they need for their healthcare needs. We help the members on a personal basis, and that would also provide quality care. Somebody who meets with somebody in person, face to face, will build that strong relationship and that trusting relationship that they need. Most of our members are educated and are constantly educated on how to navigate the healthcare system so that they can be independent in the community. And that's pretty much the ultimate goal of enhanced care management, is that their members become independent and be able to manage their needs, not so that, once they graduate from our enhanced care management program, they know how to call their doctors, how to find resources. So all these resources are provided to them during the program. And so that is the main goal for this program. I think that enhanced care management staff is viewed and known to be a trusted program, and staff that go above and beyond to help the members that need it.
It's amazing to hear. This is not related to the question, but obviously leading a team of 27 members is not easy. How do you lead that? What's your, how do you go about, talking to every single member on the team, and what's your leadership style?
I like to be open door policy. Anytime there is an issue or need, I encourage them to ask me anytime. I'm always there to help our team to solve any problems or issues that come about. I don't want them to wait on it. So I also encourage them to talk to each other. Maybe somebody knows a solution that they've also encountered recently. And so I encourage them to talk with each other. And if nothing can be solved, then I can definitely step in to help. And so I try to, have that relationship with our team, with each other, that we are like a family. We try to always find a solution amongst, and if not, we definitely reach out to to others who may have that solution who can help. So, we really want to have that relationship to be a strong, helpful, and collaborative within each other.
That's great to hear. Moving on to number five. Apart from servant leadership and the entrepreneurial mindset, please identify two significant lessons that are essential for success. Describe anything you wish you would have specifically avoided that may have delayed your success.
I think that it's really essential to have good communication, not just within our team members, but within our providers, and also within other departments. I'm in constant collaboration with our communications department, member services department, provider services department. That has all been essential in the development of the program, where we were developing the policies, the contracts with providers. So I think good communication is key, to understand each other, what we need when it's due, so that we can meet the deadlines. I think also having the appropriate tools is essential, like a necessary skill, because if we don't have the appropriate tools, then it's really hard to carry a program. For example, having the appropriate documents and forms. The forms that we develop is our tools that we provide to our providers, so that they can do the assessments with the members, so that they can do the care plans with the members. So those are the main tools that we share with our providers, and also our guidelines, what is expected from them, so that they can enroll the member in the program, what is expected of them, so that they can carry on with their needs, and how to reach out to us for support. We definitely help our providers when there is a complex member. We assist with their case management program and team, so we can provide the appropriate resources if they have any difficulties with the member. So, definitely communication is key, and having the appropriate tools. I think one of the challenges that what I would have done different, is being a manager and a leader of a team. Sometimes you want to do more than what you can take. And so being somebody who wants to help and do everything right, sometimes I tend to take a little bit more than what I can take or I can handle. And so that really causes little impact on the quality of work. So I would say that taking what I can to be able to do high quality of work would be preferred. But as this program came on board, it was hard to know how much work you can take. And so I feel that I did take a lot at once. And so, that's what I would have done different, is to take less workload that, would basically have better quality of work and be able to help and understand everything appropriately.
Sure, that's some good stuff. And also, this leads me to my last question. For the younger generation that wants to be in the position that you're at right now, what's your number one piece of advice?
My piece of advice is definitely to, go in a field that you feel compassionate about. And I know I've said this a lot with compassion, but I really think it's a true key element in choosing your career path. Something that you feel, driven, that you want to do for the, many, many years in your career, is to find a job that will really be satisfying for you to do on an everyday basis. As I've mentioned here in our program, helping the most vulnerable population, to me, it is very, very impactful, because, there is a lot of people out there who don't know about our resources and don't know how to navigate. So that would be my piece of advice for the young population, would be to really consider the options out there and what would make them happy to be doing on an everyday life, going to work and not only just the work, but what type of setting do they want to work in? Or do they want to work in the office? Do they want to work in the field? So, I mean, I think that there's a lot of components in researching for a type of career that they want to do, and make sure that they prepare well enough before they, take that decision, and maybe interview people who have been doing this for a long time so they can give them the best advice.
Sure, it's wonderful. Well, Elizabeth, I have no more questions. I really appreciate your wisdom and your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anthony.